What's up, my boomers? It's me, Melanie Mac, here on my new channel, Melanie Mac Go Boom. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. So, today is a fun day on Twitter. It's just a fun day on Twitter because of what's going on with Elon Musk offering to buy Twitter. So, it was one thing when he had like a big stake in it and was considering being on the board of directors until they wanted to do a background check and this, that, and the other. Now he's like, you know what? Maybe I just buy Twitter. That's a big power move. Now, before I really dive into this, y'all know, if y'all know me, you know I do think that, I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. So I do think that Elon Musk is among or a puppet of the elites. And I don't by any means think he's one of us. But I'm for this. So let me go ahead and dive in to today's topic. So, again, I always do this with my camera. Okay. Breaking. Twitter responds to Elon Musk's offer to buy Twitter. Take company private. All right, here we go. After Elon Musk offered to buy Twitter outright on Thursday morning, Twitter responded with a statement saying Twitter Incorporated today confirmed it has received an unsolicited, non-binding proposal from Elon Musk to acquire all of the company's outstanding common stock for $54.20 per share in cash. The Twitter board of directors will carefully review the proposal to determine the course of action that it believes is in the best interest of the company and all Twitter stockholders. Musk announced his offer to buy the company on Thursday, issuing a tweet saying simply, "I made an offer," and linking the filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This was a boss move. I love it. I love it. That filing included a letter sent to Twitter's chairman of the board, Brett Taylor, reading, "I invested in Twitter as I believe in its potential to be the platform for free speech around the globe. And I believe free speech is a societal imperative for a functioning democracy. However, since making my investment, I now realize that the company will neither thrive nor serve this societal imperative in its current form. Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company." Big agree. I can't even tell you how frustrating it is, social media in general, but especially like what we're seeing on Twitter. It's ridiculous. As a result, I am offering to buy 100% of Twitter for $54.20 per share in cash, a 54% premium over the day before I began investing in Twitter, and a 38% premium over the day before my investment was publicly announced. My offer is my best and final offer, and if it is not accepted, I would need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. Woohoo! Twitter has extraordinary potential. I will unlock it. Musk's offer would represent a 54% premium over the January 28th closing price and a value of about $43 billion. It was also announced that Twitter would be having an all-hands meeting on Thursday to address the matter. Musk said that this was his best and final offer, saying, "I am not playing the back and forth game. I have moved straight to the end. It's a high price and shareholders will love it." In the event that the buy does not go through, Musk said, "If the deal doesn't work, given that I don't have confidence in management, nor do I believe I can drive the necessary change in public market, I would need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. This is not a threat," he went on to say. "It's simply not a good investment without the change that needed to be made. And those changes won't happen without taking the company private. My advisors and my team are available after you get the letter to answer any questions. There will be more detail in our public filing. After you receive the letter and review the public filings, your team can call my family and office with any questions." Musk currently owns 9.1% of the company, making him the largest shareholder. This is a power move, and you love to freaking see it. The blue check marks are so mad right now too. This is what we need, and we need something like this to really like pave the way for other social media to finally follow suit, so you can get places like Instagram and Facebook to stop censoring people once they see that other platforms start thriving with more free speech. We need this. We need this more than what we need a new platform, because this is already an established platform. So yeah, blue check marks are mad. So Elon Musk made his tweet here. This blue check mark, I have no idea who that is. Elon, seriously, it's a consensus in social sciences that free speech can't be limitless. You should keep investing your time in things you actually know how it works, like the engineering fields that you are great on. Leave social matters to people that study it. Yeah, like, okay. Yeah, Elon Musk don't know anything about anything. Okay, 81 million followers. All right, dude with 2,700 followers. You tell him. A man willing to spend $41 billion for free speech is a good man that I can admire. I'm going to like that one. Let's freaking go, dude. All right, Elon, retract your offer. Buy Man United. Spend $2 billion on the best players in the world. Or, yeah, £2 billion it looked like. Win everything and then boast about it on Twitter. I don't know. I think Twitter is the move. Is buying Twitter the best use of $43 billion? Dude, this is about being a power move, man. It's a statement. It's so much more than just an ROI type thing. Other people are, Gab. This, presumably restoring free speech to the world's most important social media platform, aka the public square, is the most consequential thing you'll do in your life. No, not electronic cars, not rockets, not being the world's richest person. This. Why buy Twitter? It's free on the App Store. Yeah. Twitter's a private company. You can do what it wants. Yes, free. See, that's the thing, is a lot of blue check marks, a lot of people who are all about censorship and stuff like that, they want it because they don't want opposing viewpoints. They only want their narrative to be shared. They only want their narrative to be approved. They want an echo chamber. And it's pretty telling when you look at the sides that just want that versus who just wants free speech and allow freaking everything, man. Allow it all. And I mean, it's funny. I made a tweet about this, I don't know, a couple of weeks or a month ago or something. And I was like, dude, Twitter should just be, I wish social media was like the old days, that the only thing, obviously actual threats of violence should be not allowed and all that. But other than that, let it be chaotic. Let people say whatever the heck they want to say. You know? I'm about that life. So, let's go ahead and read some comments from some of my recent videos. Under the Gun says, at 3:43, actually, females have made up nearly 50% of video game customers for a while now. So no idea why you think this, because I said that the video game industry is predominantly male and white male. That's the demographic. And it's funny that this is the rebuttal here. 50% of video game customers being female are when you count games like Candy Crush, when you count games like Farmville and stuff like that. If you really take out the mobile market and you're looking at AAA games, you're looking at games even like Overwatch, which does, compared to other games, have a high female player base, it's incomparable. If you're looking at games that are like Diablo, you're looking at Blizzard games in general. I'm sorry, but I don't have the actual statistics or anything, but it ain't even close to 50%. And when you look at the AAA industry in general, who are people who are supporting the AAA industry? It's mostly dudes. That's just how it is. You know, if you really want to nitpick things and get into mobile markets and things like that, then yeah, you can say the female player base is nearly 50%. But that is simply not the case with AAA gaming. All right, Akitsune says, I just want good games. If that means it is made by an all-white men's club with toxic bro culture and disgusting behaviors, I'm okay with that. People who pretend to care are cherry picking, as most products consumed today are involved in very shady ethics. You know what? I totally see what you're saying, and I think it's very hypocritical of people who, obviously we should all be standing up for people and wanting to see good work environments for people in all industries. So I'm not saying just turn a blind eye to this kind of stuff. But what I am saying is the hypocrisy is unreal when you see people who want to hate on men as a whole over stuff like this and turn this into a sexist issue when they will support Disney, when they will support Hollywood in general, which we know is filled with the most corrupt people imaginable. All right? Don't even get me started on that crap. They stand their favorite celebrities who are probably, can't even say on here without getting demonetized. All right. David Lowe says, I want to go keto, but I have anxiety issues and I'm too scared to start. Can anyone here offer me some advice or kind words of encouragement? All right, David, I'm going to say this with love. Okay? I'm going to say this with love also as someone who has battled with anxiety before. Ain't nobody gonna save you but yourself. You cannot let anxiety control your life. And I know it's so much easier said than done, but you're gonna have a hard time, especially as a man. You really are. You gotta do something about it. And this is something that you can do about it, is your diet. Now I know, here's the thing, is I firmly believe that a lot of issues that we have when it comes to mental health, physical health, all that is a huge part of it is because of our diets and the crap that they try to pass off as food. Okay? That is killing people. It's making the society obese. It's making people sick. It's making people mentally unwell. I can tell you because I've experienced these things as well. Okay? And anxiety is still something that I still have to work on and is leaps and bounds better than it was before. But since changing my diet and stuff, it has helped insurmountably. I will also say that most of the world is magnesium deficient, and that can make a massive difference if you just supplement some magnesium. Also, it's just electrolytes in general. Your electrolytes have a balance, and when they are not balanced, you will suffer for it, and a lot of it will be cognitively as well. So definitely look into that. Maybe some sort of electrolyte mixes. If you do it yourself, there's because it is so balance imperative, if you get things out of whack, it can be a hard time. But I will say, look up some research about, even if you just look at Reddit, magnesium glycinate, okay? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Now, there's different types of magnesium you can supplement. There's glycinate, there's oxide, and there's citrate, for example. Now, oxide's pretty much useless. It doesn't absorb as well. And citrate I don't think it's as effective with this kind of thing. Also, it's going to make you have the craps. Now, glycinate, magnesium glycinate. I will say, I started taking magnesium glycinate before going to bed because I was having a hard time sleeping. And I noticed that not only did it help me with sleep, but I just felt the anxiety go away. And that isn't even why I took it, was for anxiety, but I just felt it go away. And so I feel like I must have been magnesium deficient. Now I've also searched it on Reddit because I was like, what the crap? This is so weird. And I saw other people posting the same thing. Like, people with debilitating anxiety taking magnesium glycinate and having it relieved. Now, that said, some people over time, as they kept taking it, ended up having it come back because, like I said, electrolytes are a balancing act. It's not only a matter of getting enough, it's a matter of having that harmonious balance between sodium, magnesium, and potassium. So I strongly suggest magnesium glycinate supplement, especially before bed. You might want to start, you can do some research on dosage and all that kind of stuff. But for me, I'll take like 100 milligrams twice a day during the day. And then I'll take a larger dose, like 300 milligrams before bed. So you'll want to play around with it. If you find that you're sleepy throughout the day, then maybe you're taking too much or whatever. But try that. Try that, and hopefully it works for you. Do some research too. You got this. I believe in you. All right. DT says, verse of the day was on point for me. Thanks, Melanie. Exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. It really does. I'm always happy to help others, because goodness knows I need it. And so when I can help others, that encourages me. It makes me feel better, because y'all sure help me. Nicholas says, it's not enough to be passive about current bad thing that I made up to justify my existence and purpose. You must actively anti-current bad thing that I made up to justify my existence and purpose. This is the verbatim language of woke cultist. This DEI officer is an obvious grift, as the percentages they demand are mathematically unattainable, or at least pragmatically unattainable, which permanently justifies their existence and purpose. When your purpose is self-perpetuation, then your purpose is fake. I think that's really well said, honestly. Morib Tyler says, I don't see eye to eye with you on everything, but I respect you more than most anyone else on this platform. Be well and with unwavering faith. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you. Frisch says, I really hate this culture. No one cared about your race or gender when I was growing up. Now it means everything, and they will judge you based on your personal traits, whether it be victimizing you or attacking you. They say they want diversity, but can't even handle speaking to a Republican without going off the rails. I don't know why companies are doing this. They all become victims to the very people they pander to anyway. Austin says, never did I think when I joined this channel would I be getting a Bible quote of the day. I've always had a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to church. I was a part of one of those really judgmental churches growing up, but I feel like this is helping me want to stick my toe back in it. So thank you, Melanie, and God bless. Thank you, Austin. This really makes my day, and I really hope that you can find a church that you will feel welcome and comfortable with. Unfortunately, a lot of us have been church burned before. I have as well, in judgmental churches, and it's terrible. And honestly, that's something they're going to have to answer to, because that is not biblical, and that's not how Jesus would want them to do things. Would not want people being pushed away by their judgmental Pharisee type attitudes. So I'm really sorry that happened to you, and I hope you can find a welcoming church. EMK Playboy 6 says, do you actually feel that you walk with God? I think this is a really good question, because I do talk a lot about, as believers, how we need to keep pursuing God and keep seeking God as a daily practice, and treat it like an actual relationship, like you would when you maintain a friendship, your family, your loved ones, or an actual relationship. You have to put in the effort. And so this is absolutely imperative of God as well. And I will say, I do feel God's presence a lot, and I do feel confirmation about stuff that God is there looking out for me. There's just too many instances in my life that things have just, that I just know there's no way this is just some sort of coincidence. Now, that said, there are a lot of times I don't feel God as well, and that's hard. That's really hard to deal with, but, when that does happen, and I don't have all the answers for it, but I think that's why it's just important to keep seeking God, even during those times where it feels like he's not there. He really is. All right. Susuke says, it says the meek shall inherit the world. Unfortunately, the word meek has been changed over time, but the original meaning is strength under control. I really like that, because that is strength under control is so much. There's so much power in that, and self-control is such an important trait to have in general. So, thank you so much for pointing that out. All right, let me go ahead and go into today's verse of the day. I picked Psalm 118:7. It says, "The Lord is on my side as my helper. I shall look in triumph on those who hate me." Yes. Don't let the haters bring you down. Don't let it happen. All right. Well, there you have it for today's video. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. And until then, go boom.